Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Will Kayla Wallace return for When Calls the Heart Season 12? When Calls the Heart star is now a big star in the. Although she loves working on the series, is there any chance she could return for? Her answer may happily surprise Hearties. Will Kayla Wallace return for When Calls the Heart Season 12? Now that Kayla Wallace is on the Paramount Plus hit Landman, will she still be on Hallmark's When Calls the Heart? The 31-year-old actress spoke to about that possibility. Earlier this year, WCTH Season 11 premiered with her character written out of the show. Her character was involved in the suffragettes movement, but she surprised Hearties when she appeared in the final episode when Maisu and Mike Hickam got married. Kayla revealed it was definitely a schedule thing that wasn't going to work out. She was supposed to film Landman at the same time as Hallmark was filming WCTH. However, because of the SAG-AFTRA strike, Landman was delayed. However, the WCTH production company got to film the series. Therefore, Kayla was around, on set so much. She explained to the publication what all Hearties know. Her husband, Kevin McGarry, is a star of this series. My husband's on that show, so it's still very much in my life. And we're friends with a lot of the cast. This year, Kayla filmed in Texas for 5 months, with Kevin with her. They finished filming a few months before WCTH was set to start filming Season 12. Does that mean she will be on this season? Kayla Wallace had fun on Jamestown set. Because she was there to be with her husband, Kevin McGarry, Kayla Wallace took advantage of the fun Hope Valley set. I felt like I couldn't go to Crafty without Kevin. I was like, right, I'm just a visitor today. Although I totally did. She continued to share how close the cast is. It's one big family, that set. It's such a great community, that show. And we're both very lucky that that show came into our lives. It brought us together, so we're just very grateful for it. Kevin and Kayla tied the knot between filming Landman Season 1 and When Calls the Heart Season 12. Will Kayla Wallace return for When Calls the Heart Season 12? Fans of When Calls the Heart are used to heart-tugging drama, sweeping prairie landscapes, and the familiar warmth of Hope Valley's close-knit community. But as Season 11 wrapped with its characteristic mix of joy and tension, one lingering question has ignited speculation across fan forums and social media alike. Will Kayla Wallace return for Season 12? Wallace, who portrays Fiona Miller, has been a dynamic presence on the Hallmark Channel series since Season 6. With her sharp wit, entrepreneurial spirit, and unshakable independence, Fiona quickly became a fan favorite. From barbershop drama to telephone switchboards, and even a brief journey to San Francisco, her character's storylines have never shied away from breaking the mold. But with her screen time noticeably reduced in the latter part of Season 11 and Wallace pursuing other professional opportunities, fans are wondering whether Fiona's time in Hope Valley has come to an end, or if she'll ride back in, scissors in hand and sass in tow. Fiona's unique role in Hope Valley. Unlike many characters in When Calls the Heart, Fiona Miller didn't arrive in town looking for love or family. Instead, she arrived as a switchboard operator, an outsider, a modern woman bringing technology and change to a frontier town. Her style, smarts, and confidence marked a shift in the series' dynamic. While Hope Valley has always celebrated strong women, Fiona introduced a more overtly progressive energy, challenging gender roles and embracing independence in a way that resonated with contemporary viewers. Throughout her tenure, Fiona's journey reflected broader societal changes happening in the early 20th century, the growing presence of women in the workforce, the expansion of telecommunications, and the rise of female entrepreneurs. Her storyline felt both grounded in history and refreshingly modern, making her a bridge between When Calls the Heart's nostalgic tone and the evolving expectations of its audience. A departure or a pause? Season 11 saw Fiona stepping back from the spotlight. Although still mentioned and briefly appearing, her storyline was left somewhat open-ended. She had left for San Francisco in Season 10, and while she returned, her presence in town seemed more peripheral. Viewers noticed the shift, and whispers of her possible permanent exit began to surface. Adding fuel to the fire, Kayla Wallace has been increasingly busy outside of When Calls the Heart. She starred in multiple Hallmark movies, including romantic hits like Feeling Butterflies and My Grown-Up Christmas List, the latter with her real-life partner and When Calls co-star Kevin McGarry, Nathan Grant. The chemistry between the two has charmed fans beyond Hope Valley, and Hallmark seems eager to capitalize on their pairing. So, is Wallace simply broadening her portfolio while keeping one foot in Hope Valley, or is she paving the way for a full departure? Hallmark's pattern of character arcs. When Calls the Heart has a history of gradually easing characters out before giving them a proper goodbye, or bringing them back when the story allows. Think of characters like Dr. Carson Shepard or Pastor Frank Hogan, whose exits were slow fades rather than dramatic send-offs. In that sense, Fiona's reduced screen time doesn't necessarily confirm Wallace's departure. It might simply be the writers leaving the door open for future developments, a common tactic in ensemble shows. Fiona's business in San Francisco is also a narrative asset. It gives her a reason to leave Hope Valley for extended periods while keeping her connected to the main story. If the writers are setting her up to be a visiting presence, popping in and out as needed, it wouldn't be unprecedented. As of late July 2025, there has been no official statement from Hallmark Channel or the show's creators regarding Wallace's status for Season 12. Erin Krakow, who plays Elizabeth and also serves as a producer, has hinted at exciting changes and evolving character journeys in interviews, but no direct mention of Fiona. Wallace herself has remained diplomatically silent on the subject. Her recent Instagram posts show her working on new projects, traveling, and spending time with McGarry, but none have teased anything When Calls the Heart related. For fans hoping for a return, the lack of confirmation isn't necessarily bad news. It may mean her appearance is being kept under wraps for dramatic effect. What Fiona's return could mean for the story. Assuming Wallace does return, Fiona's presence could play a pivotal role in the next season. With the town facing new technological, political, and social shifts, especially after the coal mining conflicts and the evolution of the saloon into a more community-friendly space, Fiona's modern perspective would be vital. There's also unfinished business when it comes to Fiona's personal journey. Her romantic life, often teased but never fully explored, remains a narrative thread that could be picked up. And if Nathan's storyline with Elizabeth moves in a certain direction, perhaps the writers could explore Fiona in contrast, remaining happily independent or finding love in a non-traditional way. A new kind of heroine. Part of the reason Fiona's character resonates so deeply is that she redefines what it means to be a heroine in the world of When Calls the Heart. She's not defined by romance, motherhood, or traditional domesticity. She's brave in business, loyal to her friends, and confidently herself. In a show that celebrates community and resilience, Fiona's role is crucial not just for plot, but for representation. Losing her would mean losing one of the few characters who challenges the status quo within Hope Valley, and many fans feel her journey is far from over. The final word, for now. Until the Hallmark Channel makes an official announcement or Season 12 airs, the question of Kayla Wallace's return remains unanswered. But one thing is clear, Fiona Miller made a lasting impression on When Calls the Heart. Whether she's opening another business, changing the town's communications again, or just riding back in with that ever-iconic bob cut, her potential return is something fans are not just hoping for. They're counting on it. So will Kayla Wallace return for When Calls the Heart Season 12? Hope Valley has always been full of surprises. And if there's one thing we know, it's that this town doesn't say goodbye easily. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with